I answered an ad on Craigslist for a wooden surfboard, old Hawaii style, hollow with ribbed framing. Could be surfed or displayed. I went to look at it and I found Mike Moreno, a Hawaiian Honolulu treasure. His dad came here in the 1930s and made some paddle boards for his personal enjoyment. Mike showed me some boards that he made and also the original part of the original ribbing structure that his dad had made for himself. This was in the Tom Blake era, where you couldn't run down to the store yet and buy a board that Tom Blake had made. You had to go home and figure it out on your own and make it all on your own.
But here's this was one of the first paddle boards I made.
Yeah.
And I made it, see, these are a 1/4 inch, so it's really lightweight. Really lightweight.
Okay, give me a year on this too.
Oh, this is like 2012. No, 2010, I think. I think it's, I might even have a date.
We went down under the house to see one of the original rib structures that his dad had designed.
This is how they made them. This is number 1. That's number 10. This is 8. This is 7. Here's 5. This is 5. Oh, this is 5.
So the boards that he made had curved bottoms or
yes,
curved top?
This is the bottom. They were curved, and you know, because they held more weight. And he used these too. They used them for surfing. Where's number 10? Number 10. Number 8. This is number 9. Okay, now as you can see, this is the nose, right?
Yeah.
The nose would be here. There'd be another one here, and I did make some, but this is what they made them out of. So there's 12 of them. So there's one here, these stations, one here. This would be what is this? Number 3, number 4, number 5. Number 6, number 7, 8, 9, and 10, and then 11, and then the block was just a piece of redwood, right? Just a piece of redwood, and as you can see,
so if I pull in really close right here, I can see something you've drawn on the.
Yes, yeah, but this was for the last ones.
Yeah.
But the other one, this is 12 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, it was down to here. But it came, you know, it just went just like that. Yeah. And then I followed that, and I had other ones, but of course these are the originals. This is what they made the things out of.
Okay, tell me who your dad was again.
My father was from Savannah, Georgia.
Yeah.
One of the original redneck haoles came out here. And,
in 1930, you said.
Yeah, in the 30s. He was a Navy pilot, fighter pilot.
Name.
He was stationed at Pearl Harbor.
His name.
Oh, Joseph Moreno.
Okay.
Joe Moreno. Okay. Joe. And as a matter of fact, George Downey was a kid when my dad was out here, and I was talking to George, and he says, you know, your dad did this and your dad did that, and he made these canoes. He had such a mind, you know, on and on and on. I said, tell me more. You know, he never told me this stuff, you know. But he used to make 3-plank canoes.
Yeah.
You know, I have no, did I give them to my son? No, I still have those pictures.
Yeah, we got to see those if you got them.
Oh, I still have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still have. They're upstairs. Yeah. But yeah, this is...
Okay, so these are actually the original framing model pieces.
These are the real ones. These are the ones. That your dad made. Right. They made, and these are, you know, these are thick. These are like 1 inch.
Yeah.
You know, and they used redwood plywood, which you can't get anymore.
Yeah.
You know, you can't get redwood, and they just screwed it down, and they just had a cork. And if you ever see these things, they just swell. Water goes inside. They drag them up on the beach. They pull the cork. They let the water out, and they used to leave them on the beach. No one stole their boards.
No.
They just left them on the beach.
Yeah. So since I'm still confused, these pieces were
These are the actual ones.
jigs, or these were actual inside framing members?
These he was going to use.
Okay.
He was going to
So
use.
these were going to be inside an actual board.
Yeah, and as you can see, they put big pieces of lumber. I mean, these things were so heavy.
Yeah, let me feel how heavy. Yeah, not terribly heavy, but
no, but once
he
you
hollowed them out.
Yeah, well, he did all that, right? But they just put a big piece of wood there, one underneath, and then they just screwed plywood on the sides.
So did he have any stories where he and Tom Blake talked about this together, or he saw Blake's boards and made up his own pattern based on what he saw?
Yeah, I don't know if he knew Tom Blake, but this was something that was going on when he came out here. Mm-hmm. And looking at this, I think he did probably a little less than what I think they had more stringers, but I think he just used heavier woods. Mm-hmm. And this is the bottom, and it's just a little curved. But I made one like this, and the thing is, you could paddle this thing. I don't know if you'd want to surf it. I guess you could. It wasn't flat bottom, obviously. Mm-hmm. But it sure could hold weight, and you get going so fast, you got to pull your arms out of the water, and you just keep going, and then you put your head down and you can hear the water slapping on the bottom.
So in your mind, then, these were really designed as paddle boards.
This would be more of a paddle board.
Yeah.
And it got flatter. See, he made this so it was flatter in the back. Mm-hmm. I think that's for surfing, because I'm sure these guys, they stood here. They probably stood right about here. And they used to they'd drag their foot in the water. They didn't have fins. I can pop these things out.
Yeah.
But it's gotten to the point where I need a bigger shop. I need a bigger shop and a cleaner shop.
Okay, just so I don't mess it up, can you spell Moreno for me?
Moreno.
Yeah,
it's Spanish.
I would have got it wrong.
But he's from Georgia. But he's very howly looking. But he married a Hilo girl. And he used to live in Waimanalo. He used to...
a Hilo girl as in...
From Hilo.
Local Hawaiian?
Yeah.
And that's your mother?
That's my mom.
And what was her name?
Well, it was actually May Mahelani.
No?
Yeah. So it was May Mahelani Moreno. Well, it used to be Washburn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, if you have any photos that we can pop on here that
I've
easily
got
to get to, let's look at those.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah, I can show those to you.
If you don't mind.
It's a 63-foot air sea rescue boat. He bought that. It was still in a crate.
Yeah.
Thing used to do 50 miles an hour. 63 feet. And that's my dad. Of course, this is around 1948.
Okay.
Now, we did live in Palo Alto.
Yeah.
And he and I made a canoe. And you can see there was hardly ever snowed, but during that time there was snow on it.
What's a rough year on that?
This is 60, this would be like about 63. And this is Coco Marina. But it was a fun little boat.
Wow, that's back in the day.
Yeah, it was a fun boat. Just when I had hair. But here's this was one of the first paddle boards I made.
Yeah.
And I made it, see, these are a 1/4 inch. So it's really lightweight. Really lightweight.
Okay, give me a year on this too.
Oh, this is like 2012. No, 2010, I think. I think it's, I might even have a date.
Okay.
I mean, it's while I was here, living in this place.
Yeah.
And there's that first one finished. It was really pretty.
Okay.
And then I've got all these, but you see, it fit. I had a truck. It fit right inside.
Oh yeah.
And I kind of designed it like that, so it fit inside. And
So
then
who has that one now?
I don't know. I don't know where it went. Oh, this is something I did for my last wife.
Yeah.
This was actually my father and I. We made that canoe
Yeah.
back in Palo Alto.
Yeah.
The first thing he wanted to do was make a model. And I said, really? And he said, yeah, we're going to make a model. So I've had this model forever. My last wife here,
Yeah.
she was she loved Christmas. So I decorated it and put little things in it for her, put it in a box, you know. But this was the actual model
Okay.
that we made, and then we made the actual boat. And this, I used to work catamarans off the beach. And this a buddy of mine and his wife and daughter. Then I made this little one-man canoe.
Yeah.
This was fun. It's actually like a child's canoe. But it also fit in the truck.
Mm-hmm.
Now here, okay. This is the canoes my dad made. See?
Yeah.
Okay, these are flat bottom.
Okay. So
That's-
his influence was really mainland then, as far as his design influence.
I think so, yeah, right,
Yeah.
right. Now this is one of the boards I made. This was a long time ago. Then one I made around Christmas time, so I made it look Christmassy.
Yeah. Well, again, when you say long time ago, put a date on it.
Oh, well, this one is like 2010.
Okay.
You know, I started doing all these, but this was a real fast paddling board. And I just painted it. I didn't use a lot of glass,
Yeah.
you know, because I didn't plan on, you know, getting close to anybody.
Yeah.
My dad used to, after the war, he was an ace pilot, fighter pilot. He shot down 7-0s and stuff, but he was already an old guy when the war started. And he actually flew on December 7th 2 times.
Wow.
And anyway, but after the war, he used to fly Chiang Kai-shek around over in China. Yeah, that was like his job. Oh, here, these might be. These are more pictures of the Kawai sampan.
Yeah.
I think I painted it 2 different times. Now, this is right off of the freeway, Kalani Aniole.
Right off at the end of where the freeway is now.
Yeah. No, it was right there. I mean, it was like where the water station is.
And that's Mauka, though, of the road.
No, it was Mackay.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And then there it is in the water. It was a real fun boat. And then there's my trimaran.
Yeah.
This was a Horseman, 18 foot. That was a fast boat.
Yeah, small and light.
Yep.
Yeah.
Had a Hobie mast. And the sailmaker said, yeah, I think make it about like this. I said, hey, okay.
Okay.
But I think, okay, here we go.
Okay.
This is the one you just got.
Okay.
Okay. I made 2 more.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean, at the same time.
Yep. And these are all roughly 11, 6, 12 feet.
Yeah, 11.4. I think this one was a little longer.
Mm-hmm.
This one's in my church right now on display, but no one knows that it's from me. I didn't want, ticket to hell. Look at me. No. So what I did, I took it into this. I said, this is from Anonymous. And they put it up. It's a surfer kind of church.
So that means that I'm not supposed to put that little voiceover.
No,
Okay, at this point.
No.
Okay.
Now I changed things.
Yep.
I went
You went
long
long.
ways. Yeah, I said,
simpler and
you
more
could
for
shape it.
display.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's very difficult to make these
Yeah.
frames.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unless you're some sort of engineer.
Yep.
Now this was okay. Then Then I tried different colors, but I liked, you know, the stands.
Yeah.
But I like the colors. This one, that's the one you got.
Yeah, it's a fabulous look.
And I made it like this so you could see the whole thing. Now here, this was my first one. I made my own vent plug.
Oh, a brass fitting with just a brass.
Yes, but I had a hole, and then I had a. I think I might still have that downstairs. And I had a tube.
Yep.
But see, this had a leash.
Yeah.
Hooked on, but this thing was so light. You see all this, see all the skinny little pieces of wood.
Yeah.
You know, and
Those
then you
were-
use 1/8" plywood over the top of that, and it's strong.
And the framing was made out of spruce, or what was that?
No, this is all redwood.
All redwood.
Yeah, except for the frames going across, and then that's that one.
Yeah.
It's another one, and here's one of the noses.
Oh yeah.
Now this is pine. I made it out of pine.
Okay.
Pine was really light, and pine's really good. It doesn't matter if it gets wet or anything. It's just like redwood, except redwood costs a lot more.
Right. No real need.
And then there's the
Yeah.
little one-man canoe I made.
Yeah.
Even had, I mean, you could store stuff. You know, it's almost like a boat, but there, that's that same one. A long bugger.
You can see the bottom curve.
Yeah, this one here.
Yeah.
You can see the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this was closer to that design. This is it. And then I tried different ways of,
Strapping the
yeah,
bending and strapping and gluing.
right. You know what I found though? The easiest thing was you get a brad nailer, and you just don't put those.
All the way.
No, and so it sticks out a little bit. So you just pull the nails out,
Yeah.
and all you got this tiny little puka.
Yeah.
You know, and you can't even see it.
Okay.
But it makes a good clamp, and then it looks smaller, doesn't it, next to
does.
that great big
It does.
truck out there, but
Yeah.
that's 11 feet 4 inches.
Yep.
Now this is a different one, but this was for display. Although it's as strong. It's really strong. It's as strong as this one. This
Yeah.
one like over 12 feet.
Well, it's water strong. It's not puncture strong.
Right,
Right.
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 Now this is another one. This was different. I made it a little different,
Uh-huh.
but you can see that it's actually thicker. And I used. I got to the point where I was
strapping?
no. What I did was I went down to Home Depot,
Yep.
looking at moldings.
Yeah.
Right? You know, I go, why am I doing this? And they had a molding that's like a triangle.
Oh, right.
And I said,
That's strong.
gee whiz. You know,
what you
I
need.
said, all I got to do is cut a
Yeah.
angle like that in the thing instead of a square thing.
Yeah.
And I said, my goodness. And it's got a big surface for gluing.
Yeah.
So I said, oh, okay, that's cool.
That's cool.
But that was, those are the boards and the boat.
Well, I have to say it, but you're a bit of an anachronism.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, people are looking for, the next advanced 5'2" pro board, and you're working in the 20s and 30s, really.
Oh, yeah, it's surprising because these boards, the one I did surf, when there was no one around, but it was a small little wave, but oh my, it got going too fast. I'm just going, wow, we're getting going pretty fast here. And you're not turning. You can't, and I'm not going to stick my foot in the water. I'd fall off.
Yeah.
I'm not that strong. But just amazing how fast those things are. And, the heavier ones, I can imagine.
Once you get them going.
Oh,
yeah.
boy, but it just doesn't stop.
Yeah.
Aloha Shack from Mike Moreno in Honolulu.